Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday, peeps. Yeah, it's hopefully you guys are doing okay. I feel really bad that I'm not there, and you guys know me. I don't skip school like that, but so just know that I'm really thinking of you. I'm recording my 5th video for you guys. It's currently Saturday night, so moved my thing like I got my watch on. I left in a hurry, but so as I've said all week, if you guys need help, especially with the review, make sure that you reach out. Hopefully everything goes good. I don't get the Rona or something, and hopefully that I can come back to work on Monday. That's what I'm shooting for. So, anyway, so today is Friday. You should have 5.4 point slope day 2 review, ID 29. Okay, so you should be watching this video. It should go to this worksheet, and it should be Friday, December 3rd. If it's not, then you're on the wrong stuff. Okay, so we're going to finish point slope today, and we're going to do a little bit of a review. So far, and you really got to look at this today, what you're given, what they want for an answer. Okay, whoa. What they want for an answer and what you're given. Okay, so that's going to be the key through today. Okay. And then we're going to be exploring a couple of new things, okay? But overall, it's pretty much a review with a few of point slope on here, okay? So this very first part, I want to make sure I don't have any funky problems on here, but okay, this very first part, we need to know what we need our answer to look like, okay? So point slope looks like y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. Okay, you have 3 formulas that we've done so far. The first being slope, okay, that's our m. We say y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, we're given point slope. Okay, and these should all be on the board unless somebody erased them. Okay, and then we have slope intercept. Y equals mx plus b. Okay, so those are the 3 formulas that we've been working with, and so we got to look at what we need our answer to look like and what stuff we're given in the problem. Okay, so we need our answer to be in this parenthesis form. It should look like that. Okay, now let's look at what we're given. Well, label the stuff which you can label. So we can label this x1, y1, and we always use the letter M for slope. Okay, so now we know what we have. Now look at what letters and stuff, and so what formula can you use? Okay, well, do I have a B anywhere on here? No, I don't. So I'm definitely not going to use this formula. Okay, we already have our slope, so we don't need to use this formula. I have a point and a slope, so I'm going to use point slope. Okay, so we got y minus my y1 is negative 4. My m is negative 7. X minus x1 is 1. Okay, what do we got to do with that minus minus? We're going to turn it to a plus. Okay, now, and this one's not really going to make much sense, but we're going to do a couple today of where we got to turn it from point slope to slope intercept. And so I'm going to continue to ask, like, do you have to stop or keep going? And in this one, we need the parentheses. We need our answer to look like this parentheses form. And so we stop. This is what our answer should look like. Okay. Okay, so find the slope of the line. Okay, so look at your formulas and say, well, which one of these is slope? Okay, they want you to find the slope of the line. And so that one's going to be this. So this, we know we need our answer to be an m, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, so the very first thing we're going to label x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, and if you didn't know, you could look at this and say, well, which formula has x1, y1, x2, y2? The only option up here is this one. Okay, that's the only one that has those x2s and y2s. Okay, so we're going to say y2, 14, minus my y1 is 20, over x2 is negative 19, minus x1 is negative 16. Okay, as I've said all week, type them in on a calculator. You're going to hit this fraction button, and we say 14 minus 20 over negative 19 minus negative 16 is going to be 2. Okay, and if you get a decimal for some, you won't on this one, but any problems, you're going to hit that S to D button, okay? That turns something to a fraction to a decimal. Okay, so 2. Okay, so we got 2. What did we just find? Okay, well, this is the slope formula. We found our m. So are we finished? We are. We needed to find the slope, and we did. Okay, 5. It says write the slope-intercept form of the equation of the line. Okay, so slope-intercept form. If you don't know what it is, look up above. So we got y equals mx plus b. And this is one of the problems that we have not explored this week. Okay, so we got y equals mx plus b. Okay, that's what I need my answer to look like. Now, look at what you've got. First things first, label. x1, y1, and what do we call slope? M. What formula has those? x1, y1, and m, okay? The only formula that has those in it is going to be this one, okay? Point slope. So we got a point and we got a slope. So we know we need to use point slope formula. So you're going to say y minus, my y1 is 1. My m is negative 1. X minus x1 is negative 4. Okay, so what do we do with that minus minus? We turn it to a plus. Now, some of you guys are going to be tempted to circle it. Before, we could see, especially like on number 1, we need our answer to look like it has parentheses in it. This one, they need the y by itself with no parentheses, okay? And so we got to get rid of these parentheses. And so now it's a matter of order of operations, okay? And so your first step is going to be to distribute, okay? So you're going to say negative 1 times x. Whoa. Negative 1 times x is going to be negative 1x. Negative 1 times positive 4 is going to be negative 4. And over here, we haven't changed anything. Okay, and so same thing. We're trying to get y by itself. So what is on y's side that needs moved? I just needed to say y equals, not y minus 1 equals. And so we need to move a minus 1. How do we move a minus 1? Well, we say plus 1. Okay, now, where does it go under on this side? Does it go under this negative 1x or does it go under the 4? Okay, it's got to go under the 4 because there's no letter with this. So you got to keep the letters together. And so you got negative 1x. Negative 4 plus 1 is going to be negative 3. These ones are going to take you a minute, okay? Because we haven't done any, and so I won't be surprised if you're like kind of confused on that first one, okay? But we can see now that my y is by itself, so that looks good. My m is technically negative 1, and my b is negative 3. Okay, we got it in slope-intercept form, and so that's good. Okay, 6, you guys are going to do 7. Okay, some of them I try to leave more room for you to do some. So, write the point slope form. Okay, that's what our directions say. Write the point slope form. So, point slope form looks like this. Y minus y1 equals m x minus x1. Okay, so we know we need our answer to have parentheses in it. Now, let's look at what we're given in the problem. We're given this point and another point. So, we say x2, y2. So it's the first time I sneezed, y'all. I'm fine. I'm doing good. Okay, so what formula uses the x1, y1, x2, y2? Okay, well, the formula, we've got x1s and y1s to use in our formula, but we have no slope. And the slope formula will let us find this. So we say y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, so y2 is going to be 4 minus y1 is 2 over x2 is negative 3 minus x1 is negative 3. Ooh, I think this is going to be one of those weird ones. Okay, so you could type this in the calculator. You should get some sort of math error. If you're doing it in your head, you're going to get 2 over 0. Okay, that's another one where it's like undefined. okay? And so when we would plug this in, this would be our slope. Okay, we can say undefined. And so really, if you're plugging it in point slope formula, you're gonna have y minus 2 equals undefined, okay, or 2 over 0, x minus my x1 is -3. Okay, now that's not technically your answer. We don't write it like this. When it's undefined, it's just undefined. But just to give you an example to do with this one, okay, you're still gonna plug it in point slope after you found your slope, okay? Okay, I'm gonna start another video, so make sure you watch it.